Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. This is not a reproduction. This is the live episode of Technoid. What is going on, everybody out there in the tech community? 1 month has passed. Yes, 1 month. It has been 1 full month since I have last been on here live in front of you guys. It is tremendous to be back. It is great to be back. It is so awesome to be in front with you guys, and it is great to be doing lives again. I gotta apologize to all of you. I have not been keeping you guys up to date with my show. I have completely, and I've honestly felt terrible for leaving you guys left out. And for that, I do apologize. And I'm not going to let that happen anymore. I'm getting back into the live streams, and that is all you need to know. So what is going on, you beautiful people, fanboys and fangirls? It is Technoid. Welcome back to a live episode. Tonight, we're going to have a great show for you guys. We got a lot of things planned out. I'm going to get right to it and I'm here to tell you guys, you do not want to miss tonight's show. We got tons of news to get into. We got a lot of controversial things to talk about. And we might have some guests we don't know for sure. But we're going to keep it 100 this whole show. And I'm excited, guys. I cannot wait to get back into it. But first, let me give you guys a quick rundown. I'm going to take my glasses off. I've been doing these shows a lot with my eyeglasses. But I'm going to take a break from this one tonight. So first things first in order, I got to give a shout out to our partner of the channel. As you guys know, we at Technoid are proud to be a part of Rogue Energy. As you guys know, they have been very, very kind to continue sponsoring my channel, and they have been such a great banking for this channel. They have really made my channel grow in some big ways, and I want to thank a lot of you for continuing your support in purchasing Rogue Energy. They have a brand new flavor. They have the brand new tubs, everything. I've talked about them in all my videos, but I want to show you guys tonight that for tonight only, that if you buy yourself a tub of Rogue Energy using my promotion code and discount, you can find it in the description of this live stream. They will prioritize your order. So please, what are you waiting for? They got a brand new flavor, blood orange. Check it out, guys. Rogue Energy, the healthiest energy drink you are going to taste. Trust me, guys, you can take my word for it. I've been drinking it every single day, and tons of my subscribers are loving it. So check out Rogue Energy. Use the promo code Technoid to save yourself some money on checkout and enjoy that beautiful, delicious toasted goodness. Woo! I cannot get more of that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so excited. I'm sorry. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Shout out number 2. We got to give a huge shout out to somebody tonight who is actually here with me live in video. I'd like you to come on in. Why don't you come on, slide your way in. Yep, yes, come on in. Come on. Hey, guys. For those of you that don't know who I am bringing into my video, yes, you're stuck because the mat is running over. Don't worry about the mat. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you all to my beautiful girlfriend, Holly. You guys have seen her in some of my videos. You guys have seen her. She has never seen me do a live episode, so this is a very special moment, kind of like a nice little duo we've got going on. So you didn't want to be a part of the video. I said you got to get a cameo in. But I want to take this moment to really shout her out, guys, because she is the core strength of where I get my inspiration to give you the passion, to give you the dedication, because she's one of the few people that believe in me and my drive to continue to make videos for you guys. And if anybody knows anything about me, she is the one to ask. And I got to give you a huge shout out for giving me the drive, the motivation, and the belief in me to do this. So I believe you deserve that a little bit, and I really hope you enjoy.
That made me cry.
Oh, no, we're not crying. Come on, give me a hug. No, we're not crying tonight. We're not. Don't be shy. Listen, everybody's loving you. We see, look, we got some support. I'm going to do a big shout out, guys. But Hal, I love you, and I hope you enjoy the show, all right?
I'm sorry.
Oh, wow, you dubbed me. See? Don't ever get that, guys. It's a dub. You see? It doesn't work. All right, but for real, though. Love you. All right, enjoy the show. All righty, enough with that lovey-dovey. This isn't a you-know-what show. But anyway, let's get right to it, guys. So let's start the show off with a little bit of what's been going on this past few weeks. Let's really dive into the first story. Let's talk Samsung. Now, As you guys know, I am one of the few people that have been pushing Samsung devices. I have talked a lot about Samsung, and for good reason, because I've been covering their foldables and I've been covering everything about their lineup, from the smartwatches to their flips, their folds, everything. I have talked about everything. So I'm going to pull up here the official Samsung webpage, and we're going to take a look at what we didn't talk about. Now, I didn't make a video talking about the live stream, so I felt bad that I didn't get a chance to do an episode, so I figured I'd do it tonight. So if you guys don't know, Samsung has released their new Z Fold 3 5G. They've also released the brand new Galaxy Watch 4. They've also updated a few things. They have the Flip 3 5G. They've got some new areas, and of course, Galaxy Buds 2. So let's start off, because I think we should start with the powerhouse of the devices, the Z Fold 3 5G. Now, this is really the dark horse of the models, because there is a lot of mixed feelings about this device, and a lot of people in the tech world, and I've called a lot of people out on Twitter, which you can follow me at Twitter at Technoid12. I'm going to put my Twitter name here. I have called people out because, you make these videos, you talk about the fold, you say you want them to grow, you want them to really be a new innovative technology, but then you review them and then you go the next day oh, why I switch back to iPhone. And clearly Samsung is either sending you these devices or you're not using them to their extent to really give a full consumer review. So I did a tweet where I called out all these quote unquote reviewers. I don't care who you are. You could be a good reviewer, you could be a bad reviewer, but I said, if you really, really want to make an honest and thorough review, you need to use this device for a month. Don't have any intentions to go, oh, why I switched back to iPhone? Oh, because the ecosystem. And most of all, stop trying to say $1,700 is easy money. That is not easy money for people. But in all fairness, taking a look at the device, it is a huge step up. Most notably, a huge step up because Samsung has really changed the way the foldables are in their lineup. Their website's a little glitchy, guys. I apologize. I don't know why it's so glitchy tonight. But Samsung has done something that I don't think we've seen many, tech enthusiasts and a lot of people really making strides about. They have fully gone in on a market that most people are not buying in, but they believe in it and they're pushing it because they have one device, which we will talk about. They really do believe that there is something here. Now, I'm going to get to you guys a shout out. I'm going to shout you guys out in just 1 second, but I have to ask a question. I'm going to post my question of the night. We'll be doing a couple of them. Question is, are the foldables ready for mainstream? I want you guys to give me your answer. And I'm typing it right now. Sorry, guys. I usually have this stuff pre-prepared. But anyway, that's the question of the night. Are foldables ready for mainstream? Now, taking a look at the Z Fold 3 5G, Samsung took some interesting turns by really continuing on their success, but introducing some new technologies as the brand new display, where you no longer see a camera punch out. It is all screen, so that camera under the display has finally happened. We have a device that is able to do that. Unfortunately, Sneed, what's up, brother? I cannot actually pull polls on my end. Oh, I actually got to say, this will be the last time I'm using StreamYard. Tonight's episode is the last time I'll be switching over to a new service. But write your comments down below. I'll read them as the show goes. But the whole idea of this lineup is productivity. And honestly, the Z Fold 3 5G, it looks like a very powerful device, but it's still not enough to convince consumers. For me anyway, this particular device is not the one that consumers are going to buy. First of all, it's $1,700. Like, Holly, if you were told a foldable that turns into a tablet and then turns into a phone, and I'm asking my girlfriend, guys, if you had to spend $1,700, would you spend it on a device like that? We need words instead of we can. Do I have to take the microphone?
Oh gosh.
Yes or no? I honestly, if
what, $1,700?
$1,700 for a Z Fold 3 5G, would you spend that kind of money on a fold? Probably not. That's what majority of people would say, because $1,700 is almost $2,000. You realize for $2,000 you could probably go buy a MacBook Pro, or for $2,000 you could probably get yourself a whole home theater setup. You're paying that on a smartphone. Now, of course, there are other things that go into this factor, and there is trade-in. And Samsung has done a significant job of doubling the value of trade-in for the Fold 3 and the Flip 3, which we were getting to in 1 second. But I don't look at this device as the device that puts more people in the hands of foldables. The device that I look at is this one, the Flip 3 5G, which I actually do admire. I really actually like this device because this device gives us a foldable, but the form factor that we're used to. If you look at a smartphone, if you take a smartphone and then you do a clamshell design, that's a more practical device. I think that device might actually be a very good sale because the retail price for this, I think, is $999, which is about the same price as an iPhone 10, not iPhone 10, I'm sorry, about the same as an iPhone. But you're getting into a foldable, and then, of course, trade-ins are going to be high. And this device, to me, might be the one that gets people into foldables. Now, it's not exactly the foldable I bet Samsung had in mind, but it's the cheapest they can make. And I think this one's going to be the best one. So I actually am going to keep my eye on the Flip 3 5G. The Fold 3 5G, nah, miss me with that. But I am interested to see where they go. I am interested to see where they take and what other turns. Now, I do understand a lot of people do like having a tablet turn into a desktop and stuff, but I have to call out Samsung because they give those features with all their other smartphones. So you don't need a phone tablet to turn into a desktop when you could plug in your Note series or your S series or any kind of series and get DeX on a desktop. And you necessarily don't have to pay $1,800 to get that convenience factor of making a butterfly opening or whatever. But that's just my opinion. But I think this one might be the one that most people probably will levitate towards. And if you do a pre-order right now, they include a lot of things. Well, also in their event, they released a brand new, I'm going to show you guys, the Galaxy Watch 4, which actually is one of the biggest hype things that we've seen. We have seen so many people talk about this watch, and I have been waiting. I have been waiting to see a watch with Google's Watch OS or Wear OS, whatever it's called. Honestly, I get the names mixed up all the time. This is something I'm very excited for. And I might actually go out and buy this. I actually might go out and buy this watch and use it with the iPhone because I really want to see how Samsung's customization with Google really comes into a play. And it's a really nice looking watch. And the price right now, if we want to take a look at the prices, everybody, and I could do a trade-in with my watch right now. If you were to get either the regular Watch 4 or the classic Watch 4, take a look how much you would expect to get. If you get the Watch 4 in 44 millimeter, let's say you go green or silver or whatever color you go, black, who cares? You can get this with trade-in. If you were to trade in a Samsung watch, I have the Active 2. If you would go to the Active 2, you get $150 off the watch and you could pay $95 for a smartwatch. That's a pretty good price for Samsung. So I am really interested in this. I might actually take advantage of this. I might actually, you never know. For $95, you're getting the Watch 4. And I had the Active 4 for over 2 years. So that's double its value, more than what Samsung should be giving it. So I might actually go for it. So we'll see. And then, of course, the last thing that I think everybody knows that I'm crazy about when it comes to tech is audio. Sneed Mobile Tech, you know what I'm talking about. And it is, of course, the Galaxy Buds 2. Now, these I have every intention of trying out. I am 100% pre-ordering, and I'm going to review them. But I am going to say that I am finding it a little difficult trying, based off my first impressions, really finding a way to justify these earbuds because there is nothing here that I really see that phases me, that wants me to warrant buying a brand new pair of earbuds. I understand that a lot of people like audio, and I understand that Samsung's done a great job with Galaxy Buds, but they're making too many models. And I'm finding hard ways to distinguish this with the Buds Pro. And I understand the design is new. I understand they're using woofer and tweeters and all that, but they've been doing this for every 6 months. It doesn't feel warranted. They're releasing literally new earbuds every 6 months. And for me anyway, it's hard to justify upgrading or even considering it when it's a 6-month cycle. That makes no sense. But they do seem to be a new form factor. They do seem to look very nice. And if you know anything about me, I'm all about audio. I am all about that. So I would love to see Samsung's new version of Galaxy Buds. And, you know, they are, of course, like I said, they are the actual, you know, AirPods for Android, if you look at it from Samsung's point of view anyway. And that's really everything about the Samsung event. So overall, and we're going to move on now to the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro after this, but overall, even though I enjoyed moments and bits of the event, I didn't really leave that event saying that Samsung made an impact. Sure, it's nice to know that they're going all in on innovative technology. It is nice to know that they have different markets. And I'm sure, how you use iPhone. So I understand, iPhone is a nice, you use it because obviously, guys, if you want me to be full transparent, I've actually switched over to Android. I've had it for a long time. She's always been iPhone, but, that's just something that you're into. But giving people a reason for something new and innovative is always nice. Like, I'm pretty sure if you were to see a foldable phone, you think that'd be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So there is a lot of excitement, but is it practical is the question. And we're going to have to wait and see, because I don't like to talk opinion. I like to talk numbers. I'm the numbers guys. Numbers do not lie. Remember my quote. Remember the Technoid quote, everybody. The numbers speak more than words. If more people are buying them, then we know it's telling the truth. Alrighty, enough of that. Let's move on to the Google Pixel 6 Pro, but first we got to do some shout-outs. So let's take a look who we got in the show tonight. We got Mike. He is the first. Yes, you are, Mike. Thank you for coming in. Sneedrid. I see everybody coming in. Joseph, good to see you. Of course, my man, Chanel 808. What is up, brother? What are you doing in the house? It's good to see you. Hey, what's up? You in the house? It's good to see you. Isaiah is in the house. Maverick, a longtime supporter. Of course, the brother of mine, Sneed Mobile Tech. Ron is in the house. Gene is in the house. Baby Yoda is in the house. Kamon is in the house. Woo, we got a packed show tonight. Stephanie, great to see you, Stephanie. It is great to see you again. Long time, my friends, long time. Who else do we have in here? We got Jay in the house. We got Ethan in the house. Oh, don't worry. We're going to get to thermal problems later. Let's see who else. Do we have any more newbies? Anybody coming in? Just comment your thoughts down below. We'll take a look at the questions of the night. We're going to get to your answers in a sec. Anyone else? We got Tim. We got Tim in the house. Good to see you, my brother Tim. And of course, Keon. Good to see you, my friend. It is good to see you. And lastly, I think we are all caught up. That is everybody. Thank you guys for interacting with the channel. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate this on a live stream. We're only 20 minutes in. We still got 2 more things to cover, so I'm just getting started. Now let's segue over to the Google 6 and 6 Pro. Now, if you guys haven't seen my latest episodes of Technoid, if you guys haven't watched my show, I have been on record talking about the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. I have never been more excited for an Android phone than the Pixel 6. Google has redone their thinking with this model, and I've said it for months. I said, you need to stand up, Google. I said, listen, Pi, whatever your name is, you got an Android of iPhones in your hand, but you don't want to make it that way. You're always trying to cut corners. Your A series is great, but you have the potential to be better. So why don't you put the noggin to work and make the iPhone of Androids? And that's exactly what they did. Now, again, I didn't actually talk to him, but I'm just excited, guys. This is normally not how I am, but I'm just so excited. This device really does look awesome. It really, really does. From their in-house CPU, which is a first for most Android manufacturers when they could have gone with Qualcomm, to the actual Pixel 6 Pro coming in 3 shades of colors, which I gotta say, that black looks awesome. The Pixel 6 also coming in. Then you've got the stock experience, the full body display. This is the first time in a long time that Google has not, I repeat, they have not throttled or cut back in experience. This is the first time where they're like, we're going all in. We are going to give you everything you have wanted in a Pixel phone. 120 hertz display, triple camera setup with 100 times zoom. We're giving you pretty much iPhone-like software experience. We're going to give you stock Android experience. We're going to give you everything you've wanted and a full display with no corners, nothing. And that's exactly what Google is doing. They are giving us the iPhone of Androids. And if you guys watch Carlos and Tito, which, by the way, Google, you owe Tito Escobar a Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. If anybody deserves a Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, it's not me. It's Tito. So you better get your working on and get that man his Pixel, because he is a faithful Android user, really doing everything for you guys, and y'all don't even give him the recognition he deserves. So hashtag justice for Tito. Hashtag justice for Tito. But anyway, bottom line, Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, super, super excited. I am really looking forward to it. Now, a lot of you guys talk about the cellular technology. Sneed covers the cellular end, I cover the hardware end, and I talk about the rumors. One thing that I'm interested to see with Google's internal CPU is what modem are they going to use? Are they going to have an in-house modem that supports millimeter waves, sub-6, mid-band, whatever? Or are they going to keep with Qualcomm in using something else, or going with Qualcomm modems, which I think probably would be a smart idea because Qualcomm modems are pretty smart. And I think for the most part, a lot of people would prefer them going with Qualcomm because their modems are, as you'd say, better. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But taking a look real quickly before we continue down the list, I really like to stand up and say that I really like how this device reminds me of the Note series, but as a Pixel device. Yes, there we go. We got some hashtags. Yes, Tito deserves it. But anyway, I really like that Google's not cutting corners with this device. And they even said it in the price. It is going to be expensive. It is going to be flagship pricey, but we're giving you everything we have to offer. And we're going to try and go more. So I'm all for that. I am cool with that. And I will cover you guys in more detail as we go along. And I'm going to keep you in the loop. Don't think for 1 second I talk about these things and then I don't finish. I'm going to keep you guys in the loop. That is what my channel does. And that's what I do as a YouTuber. I keep you guys in the loop so that way you don't have to worry about it elsewhere. Alrighty, so now that we've talked about the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, let's get back to the question of the night. Are the foldables ready for mainstream? So I posed that question. So let's see what you guys had to say. Let's find the response. And we will find out where they are. Here we go. So, Isaiah says no. I would hope so. Hopefully Samsung learns from their mistake on the first Fold. I agree with that. No. Not really surprised. I'm not a fan of the under-display camera. I actually kind of agree with that. A lot of people are making a big fuss about it. Janelle says, no foldable is not ready for mainstream when the price comes down to $1,100 fold. Yes, I 100% agree. I think that once you lower the price of the big fold, then you are pretty much good to go. Now let's take a look and see. They should optimize it, making it a replacement for the Note lineup 100%. They really should. If they wanted to replace the Note, they got to keep it in the Note's loop. Stephanie writes, I mean, the Fold is absolutely amazing. Most people want a phone that's also a tablet. It is worth it to me. It's flashy and it's awesome. You know what? That's cool. I'm with you on that. But I do think the price has to be in there. They have to factor in that price. And as long as the foldables don't reach that, I don't think we're ever going to see a cheap foldable, with the exception of the Flip. Tim writes, Pixel 6 and Pixel Watch could be the phone and watch of the year. Absolutely. That's why we're keeping an eye on it, and we're not stopping. We're going to keep it going. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I just noticed I'm still repping Miami. We are still repping the 305. If anybody knows anything about my channel, I'm a diehard Miami fan. I got some jerseys I'll be showing off in my next video. Yeah, she's smiling already. You know what's up. We know what's up. 305, ladies and gentlemen. I got her. Come here. I got to ask. We're going to tell everybody a story. Real quick, I'm going to take a quick few seconds, and then we're going to move on to the Apple news, and then we will wrap up the show. Because we're going to only stay on here for literally 45 minutes or more. So I don't want you guys to be too tired because you were with Sneed. But we got to tell them a story real quick. So you guys know I'm a huge Miami Heat fan. You guys know I love Miami. Repping the 305, proud. This girl over here did not like any basketball. Come on here. Come on. Oh, yeah. She's wearing... Guys, if you want to know how funny this is... This is a Snuggie from 2009. Look at the name tag. Who uses a Snuggie anymore? Like, is this real life? Like, this is what my grandfather used when they see it as teen on TV. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's a very innovative design." Come on now.
They should come back.
Oh yeah, of course they should come back. But anyway, real quickly, then we're gonna move on to the tech news. You went to Miami. We were on vacation together. We went down to Florida. I bought her Tyler Hero gold shirt that said Tyler Hero. And the next thing you know, every single guy in that hotel were
that's true.
Yeah, they were repping that shirt. They said respect. They were like, nice shirt. They were talking. That's the power. That's the power of the Miami Heat. And we got Kyle Lowry. We also got PJ Tucker, Markieff Morris, and we got a super team in the building. But I miss Dragic, so Dragic, I really want you to come back. You are a Miami Heater for life. I'm just saying that, people. But we're not here to talk basketball. We're here to talk tech. So let's get back to it. What are you scared for? You can
I need water.
Oh, now you want water? Okay, fine. Here. I got some leftover soda from the movies.
Are you kidding me?
You see, guys, you could have fun. You could do a show. Just live it up. Enjoy it. Have fun. That's what I love about live streams, and that's why I love having it with you guys. Look, Tim's having the time of his life. If you guys are enjoying yourselves right now, let me hear you say, hell yeah. Write that down in the comments. If you're enjoying this live stream, if you're having a blast, let me hear you say, hell yeah. Like, I don't know if that was a serious hell yeah or that was a stone cold hell yeah. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Apple. I saved Apple for last because I know a lot of you guys do not like when I talk a lot about Apple, and I want to be fair in sharing. So, yes, we're going to talk about Apple. Most notably, we're going to talk about a couple of things about the whole safety scanning safeguards, because recently Apple has come out and finally, acknowledged that. And I got to get serious now. So I actually got to cut the jokes out. They have finally detailed the iCloud issue, and they have finally explained what they're going to do. Because there were a lot of concerns. I made my video talking about the privacy, which you guys can check out at the end of this live stream. I talked about it, and I said that, there are a lot of things to be worried about. Even though I think it's a good idea to protect people, there are some areas that they might have to look at. And it looks like Apple has, they have come out and said that they are working with multiple different privacy, child safety groups to address the privacy fears. And of course, from the ever non-biased Verge, they claim that the company has explained that Apple will be using US-based iCloud photos with CSAM. And a lot of people are saying that their security threat model review is working in conjunction with other organizations that have number 1 hash list and number 2 hash lists. And there he is, Aloha Android, Tito Escobar in the house. But this is now working with other privacy groups to help limit mistakes or any potential risks. While I do appreciate Apple being a little bit more upfront about it, I still have questions, and I still think we need to ask those questions, because while we understand, Apple, that you are working with better trusted people in other areas, and you're trying to make this work, and it is a little sketchy at times, but I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt because Google, Facebook, everybody be doing it. How do we know for sure? Like I said in my last video, because the questions that I asked have still not been addressed. How do we mask out false positives of those images? How do we know for sure that the computer's not going to take a random image of somebody that has nothing to do with what you're looking for, gets sent to another person, reviewed, and if it turns out it's not, they take that image. And let's say it's a naked image of anybody, man, woman, anyone. What happens if that gets accidentally triggered? What happens if that person gets caught? What happens if that person knows your name? What happens? These are the questions they need to answer. And I feel like even though it's reassuring to know that they're going to make sure that they work with other people to get it right, you still have to explain how you're going to protect privacy. And yes, exactly, Mike. Who's to say somebody doesn't hack your iCloud and plant some photos as ransom? Or I don't think you could get hacked. I know iCloud, there are some rumors. I don't know. But who's to say that they can't just go in and grab a photo? That's the point. So I feel like Apple still needs to address those points, because until they do, there's still going to be a lot of pushbacks. And I understand that, they're trying to do the right thing, but they need to address them. They have to clarify more in terms of how they're going to mask out false positives, how they're able to get the right image, and just how, because if you do this wrong, Apple, because if you do this and you don't have a system set up to mask up the false positives, you're opening Pandora's box. Exactly what Maverick said. Once it's open, it's permanent. It's letting in the evil genie out of the box. So we don't know. So Apple, I really, really hope that you get your stuff ready, and I really, really hope that you do this right. That's all I can hope for. Alrighty, next up on the Apple chopping block is the iPhone 13. Now, I've covered this model in its entirety. I don't need to go into details, but according to, of course, the manufacturing process, it seems that the new iPhones are getting, of course, released again in September, which is not a surprise. But they will have larger batteries, millimeter wave 5G, and will have more support for millimeter wave in other countries. Now, according to TrendForce, they have said that this 5nm chip will be the A15 Bionic. It will also contain a new space-safe circuitry, which allows for a larger battery, which is probably one of the biggest things the iPhone needs, because I'm going to show you guys my battery as of the standing. This phone is less than a year in, and my battery percentage, I don't know how Carlos, I don't know how you do it, but my phone battery is reading 88%, and it's been less than a year, and I don't fast charge or overcharge at night. So I don't get it. I do not get it. But anyway, a bigger battery is always a nice thing. We also expect that the new iPhones, again, with support to millimeter wave 5G in additional countries outside of the United States. So that means it looks like Apple will be expanding their resources, which I think is something that we have to acknowledge, because millimeter wave is really the gold standard of what 5G speeds are capable of. Mid-range, sub-6, they're very good with wide reach, but nothing beats millimeter wave. But it's in the name, millimeter wave. It's small. You have to get up close, and you really won't be able to take advantage of the technology once it's in play. As a matter of fact, I want to have Holly in this. You want to be a part of one of the stories? You want to come in? You could have your opinion say. Come on in. Don't be shy. So we're going to co-host this. We're going to talk about the iPhone 13s, and I want to get my girlfriend's input on it, because I feel like we have to talk about this device. Oh, yeah. Just put your foot on the mat.
Sorry.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, she's coming back now. So honestly answer this question, and don't be afraid to be shy. Here, I'll pull a chair over if you want to get a better seating. Here, come on, have a seat.
Okay.
So they could hear your beautiful voice, of course. So Holly,
Yes.
question:
Yes.
what iPhone model do you currently have? If you want to tell everybody,
The 10X Max.
speak up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. The 10X Max.
The 10X Max or the 10S Max?
X.
It's 10S.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's 10S. It's XS Max. Oh my goodness,
Oh.
people.
I've been saying that my whole life.
Oh,
Since I've had the phone.
oh my goodness. Here, move over a little bit. Go ahead. I'll give you some
Sorry.
room.
Okay, the XS Max.
10S Max.
No,
Guys,
it's the X.
Hashtag XS, or what is it?
S. It's the XS.
Okay, I'm going to write down what she just wrote, and we're going to make that a hashtag. Hashtag
Is
SX
that really not my phone?
Max. That is not the name of the
Oh,
iPhone
shit.
10S Max. She
10S
calls this an SX Max, people.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. But anyway, question. You have an iPhone 10S Max.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say you've enjoyed the iPhone since you've had it? Because that phone's about 3 years now.
Yeah, honestly, I've been having some problems. Not gonna lie.
Well, the age is definitely going to be a factor.
It's been really slow on me. But
Now-
overall, it's been okay.
But now I have to ask. So I've been covering the iPhone 13, and I've talked in great detail. I have talked about how people are looking forward to this model, not only because of the new redesign, because this is the rumored report of the design of the new Pro and Pro Max, but also of new battery. They are also looking at, other things that come into factor. Tito's laughing at that. I'll tell you guys, you got to get yourself a casual. Hashtag casual alert. You guys know where I'm going with that. But anyway. No.
Oh.
Just something I do on my channel. But anyway. If, let's say, you, a consumer, because you only buy iPhone. I've never seen you go Android. I never know. You probably could go Android one day, but we don't know. But let's say this year, Apple releases the iPhone 13. What are some things you'd like to see this model? Because I could probably answer some of them. What would you like to see what you have now, some improvements? As a consumer, somebody paying the money for a device, what would you like to see?
Obviously, better battery. I don't know if it's because I have had my phone for so long. My battery's kind of draining pretty quickly. I have to charge it like 2-3 times a day. Is that normal?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I honestly,
I guess for it to just be faster when I go to the home screen and everything, because mine's super laggy.
Well, that comes with age. That's really
exactly.
It comes
because I have an
age.
older phone.
And usually, people's release cycles are 2 to 3 years. So you usually get 2 to 3 year upgrade cycle, and that's really about it. But anything with cellular connectivity, like the signal, like Verizon. You have Verizon.
Oh yeah. I definitely better cellular.
Well, once you get the power, once you taste 5G, you'll never want to switch back. I'm telling you guys, everybody here from C-Mobile Tech, let her know the benefits of 5G. I've been trying to do it, but hey, I guess sometimes it don't prevail. But anyway, one of the other things I would also ask you, as somebody who uses an iPhone, what is one thing that you see Apple hasn't done? Like, if you had to guess, like, there's something that they haven't done and it's been a long time, what would you like to see? Like, in terms of, like, the first thing you see on the screen. Like, what would you see, like, that would make you say?
Home button?
Home button?
I don't know.
Well, it's sitting right there.
The camera?
This is what I was mentioning. The notch. Wouldn't you like to see that go down? More screen?
Oh, okay. Yes,
I literally have to guide her to the answer. That's how funny this is. But yes, wouldn't you like to see a redesign?
What?
Madre con Dios. Madre
You
con
talk
Dios.
very fast.
Would you like to see a redesign in the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you consider, because that's pretty much what the iPhone 13 is going to be. Redesign, fresh face. It will have a bigger battery, 5G connectivity, and you don't have to pay extra for it because with Verizon's 5G plans, you don't have to pay for that. And also, you get the benefit of, continuing with your iOS screen. You get a better camera setup. You get smaller notch, 120 hertz display, which means, how my iPad Pro is smooth? It's going to be like that on the phone. So the question is, would that persuade you as somebody who has an older phone? Would that persuade you? So you would consider it? I think, they need to bring USB-C. They really need to, but I don't think Apple's ever going to do that. They got, MagSafe. They got the magnetic charger. So that's kind of what I wanted to ask you, and then we'll get to the last story, and then we'll wrap up the show for tonight. There we go. Get rid of that cringe. But anyway, so the final story, and then we're going to wrap it up, guys. I want to say this is a shorter show than I was expecting, but I got through it in record time, and I really got to thank you all for coming out. But let's end strong. Don't leave right away. There's more towards. Oh, you're staying right here. You ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
Don't worry. If you want to leave, you can leave.
It's okay. I'll be like right here.
Oh, okay. Ooh, she's gone. She's gone, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, is Holly in the Pink Network? No, she is in Verizon. They've been longer Verizon customers than me, so that's one thing I could say about Holly. But anyway, final question, story of the night. Let's talk about the M1X MacBook Pro. Now, Holly, you just got a new MacBook today, right?
I did.
You got the new MacBook Air.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure you probably don't know, but that M1 chip is more powerful than you realize. It's an Apple CPU. It's got 8 cores, 7 cores of low end and 8 core high end. It's also got its own custom GPU. Guys, she loves Apple, so I'm just being upfront, but I might convince her to go Android one day as a challenge. Well, I'll bet money on that one. But you just got it, and so far, I think your experience has been pretty good. It's a big upgrade. And you had the 2016, 2017 model MacBook Air.
Yeah.
So what does it feel like getting transitioned over to the MacBook, the new one?
It feels really good. It's just like, even like the weight of it, it's so light. Because I have to carry that bulky thing all over, like for school and everything. But it's definitely
It's like a big improvement, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're going to get nice performance because Apple's CPU is obviously, they're going to, well, Apple is working on a new MacBook Pro. Oh, yeah, I love when Steve says that. They call it the MacBook Air, but there are no vents or active cooling elements. I think there might be some kind of heating element, which we'll discuss as I get to the MacBook Pro in just a second. We now have this new M1X 16-inch and 14-inch redesigned MacBook Pro. Now, these are more for people that are pro-end users like myself that edits videos, that talks of, like, you know, like what I do on a daily. And it's going to be rumored to be bringing back a couple of ports. It'll be bringing an HDMI port, a SD card, USB thumb drive, USB-C. They're also saying it will have Apple's new version of the M1 chip, but not a successor to the M1 that you have. They haven't made the official successor, and we don't know when they're doing that, but it's dubbed the M1X. So it's obviously going to be more powerful, but for pro users. So that's specifically for pro users like myself. Now, that doesn't mean your MacBook's not going to be any better or worse. You know what I mean? I'm just explaining. But the new M1X MacBook Pro has been gaining a lot of attention because now production has gone into full ramp. They have fully ramped up production. And, you know, I have been thinking about upgrading my MacBook. I am currently on a 15-inch MacBook Pro from 2017, but it runs Intel i7 with 16 gigs of RAM, and it's a great computer. I love it. But after seeing what Apple has done with the M series chips on a Mac, and you're going to find out when you start using that computer more. Here, why don't you move in a little bit? You know, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to. But when you start using the MacBook Air, you know, you're going to find out just how powerful that thing is. Because it's a lot smoother than my computer, and mine is a pro computer. But I think the question that I ask, and I ask everybody, is, and yes, hashtag bring back MagSafe. That computer needs MagSafe. Get her the Pixel 6 Pro just for her to test drive it. They're saying they want you to go Android. Would you do it? Maybe. Okay, you know what? I think you guys actually, because she would never say maybe. So we might be onto something. Yes, the new M1X MacBook Pro, I am kind of interested in. I'll see what they retail for because I am thinking of getting a size degrade. I'm thinking of degrading the size to the 14-inch because the 15-inch is just a little too big for me. Although I don't really necessarily mind it at all. I would like a little bit smaller, but I would like, you know, the Thunderbolt 4 ports on the side. If they have like an HDMI port or whatever, I would love that to stay on. So that way I have more ports to work with. But I feel like they're going to probably just, you know, keep it for the big model. But final thoughts, we could see this computer come out either at the end of the summer or at the November event. We're going to have to wait and see when Apple releases this. But my question I'd ask you, Do you think, in your opinion, the computer, the MacBook, with these M series chips, this is my question to you because now you're a user of it. Do you think Apple's going to prioritize those computers, meaning make them more supported than what you had before?
Yeah.
Any reason?
Well, didn't you tell me, like, you know, I'm not good at this.
Don't worry, you know, it's only 26
because
plus people
my
watching.
MacBook, the one I had,
the old
someone
one.
else, right? It wasn't Apple's.
Yes, it was Intel CPU.
Yeah.
And you had and guys, she had an i3. You guys can understand why this is a good upgrade. i3.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just i3 normally people don't really go unless you're like the bare minimum user. At least that's what I learned in school. But you're not a pro user. I see what you do. You're not a pro user. But if this computer were to come out, like before you bought this one, would you take that over the MacBook Air or would you stick with the MacBook Air?
Which one? That one?
Between this one and, well, if they were out at the same time, which one would you take?
And the one I just got? Probably mine.
Yeah. It really comes down to preference.
Personally.
It says if they ramped up production, I say unveil it at the September event and maybe start shipping late October. It is possible. It is possible they could be ramping up production, but the supply chains have said that production is underway. So we'll wait and see the details. I think the thing that's going to piss a lot of people off with this model is that they're only doing 32 gigabytes of RAM. They're not doing like 64 or more because pro users love more RAM. If you know anything about RAM, I mean, for you, 8 gigabytes is fine because you're not a gamer, you're not a pro user, you're not any of that. So for you, it's fine. 256 is tons of storage. You never even use up that much anyway. But if you use 16 gigabytes, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm at a 16 gigabyte. I want more because I need more for 4K editing and also more multitasking. So I'm going to keep my eye on this 14-inch, 16-inch MacBook Pro M1X chip. And yeah, Team Ravioli, Team Taco Bell. Nah, that's Team Toilet Squad right there. And not the front page tech toilet squad, the real toilet squad where these sewers get backed up and stuff. You ever seen those memes with toilet bowl burrito explosion? Yeah, you don't want to look that up. But anyway, guys, that is it for tonight. Now, real quickly, before you start exiting out the show, I got to do a couple of shout outs. I want to thank everybody for coming in live tonight. It is great to return. And yes, I love Taco Bell too. I love BLT with eggs. I really got to thank you all for coming out again. I really got to thank Sneed for working back to back. I appreciate you, my brother. You have been a big supporter. I want to appreciate Maverick, Chanel, 808. I want to appreciate Carlos, everybody that has been there. I want to thank Karl because normally this is something you don't do. So I'm really glad. It's like a very special live stream to come back on and do. Also, again, I want to thank Rogue Energy for being a part of the Technoid channel. Again, guys, please check out Rogue Energy. Find a flavor that you're looking for. Find anything, tubs, starter kits, whatever. They got tons of products, and save yourself some money by using my promo code. It is delicious. You are not going to regret it. Hashtag Ravioli Gang, hashtag Taco Bell Gang, hashtag Team BLT, whatever hashtag you want to come up with, it is up for debate. I am going to hit the hay because I am tired and I got work tomorrow. Which, by the way, guys, I am officially proud to say I am a master of Taekwondo. Thank you, guys. Apple Watts, do not fear, my friend. Do not worry, Apple Watts. You just got your shout out just in time, and it's good to see you too. But don't worry, Apple Watts. You will be there for the next one, and you can watch it on replay. Hashtag replay crew. We are out of here, guys. Again, thank you all for the support. It is great to be back on live. I'm going to be doing these more often, so please be on the lookout. Turn on those notifications. If you are subscribed, turn on those notifications so you do not miss when I upload or go live. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your night. Take care. Stay safe. From me and Hall, let's do the signature. Peace. Take it easy, everyone. Good night.